Hello, welcome to day 15. So today on this Sunday, after your long practice yesterday, we're going to do a little bit more of a gentle flow. So it's going to be 25 minutes and slow and gentle and just doing some nice fluid movements and hopefully warming the body up, but nothing too strenuous. So even if you want to grab something warm to put on, make yourself nice and comfortable, we really want to know what time of the day you're doing this class. Are you doing it in the evening, like a nice slow gentle flow before bed, or are you doing it in the morning, like a lazy Sunday? So let us know in the comments below, and I hope you enjoy this flow, and I'll see you back on the mat. Start in a seated position, cross-legged if that's comfortable for you, or anything that's nicer for your knees or your hips. We won't stay here for too long, but if you want to get yourself nice and comfortable, you can either sit on a pillow, just get those hips a little bit higher. Once we've got ourselves nice and comfy, we'll close our eyes. Just having your hands resting onto your knees, or you can bring them in your lap. Just thinking about rolling those shoulders up and down the spine, having a nice long back, the crown of the head reaching up, sitting up tall. And then from here we're going to start to bring awareness to our breath. The breath comes in through the nose, it drops all the way down into the belly. And then we exhale out the mouth, let it all go, releasing maybe anything that's happened in the day, forgetting about what's happened, breathing in this new air, and exhale. And again, inhaling, and exhale. And then we'll close the mouth. And just keep the breath coming in and out through the nose, nice and long. We'll take a big inhale here. Let it go all the way into the belly, all the way up to the chest. And then exhale out the nose, out the chest, and out the belly. Feeling a little bit more in tune with that breath. Trying to keep that long breath going throughout the class. We're just going to gently start to open the eyes, having a nice soft focus. From here, we're going to inhale, lift the arms up overhead, reaching up. And as we exhale, we're going to twist, take the left hand towards the outside of the right knee, and the right hand can come behind. And then we inhale back up through center. And again, we go the same way, exhale, twisting to the right. Feeling that twist from the core, inhale back up through center. Exhale, twisting one more time to the right. This time the right hand can plant behind us and the left hand can come on the outside of that knee, and then just gently pulling against that knee with that hand to twist ourselves a little bit more. And then slowly unraveling, bring the arms up overhead. We'll go through the other side. Inhale. Exhale, twisting to the left. Twisting from that core. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the left. The left hand comes behind. Inhale back up through center. Exhale all the way to that left, and then this time the left hand can plant behind and the right hand comes on the outside of that knee. And then just gently starting to pull ourselves around, twisting a little bit more, finding that twist from the base of the spine up towards the head. Slowly unravel. Place both hands on top of the knees now, finding our seated cat-cows. We're going to inhale, pull our hands against the knees to puff the chest forwards. Lift the chin, inhale. And then as we exhale, we round the spine, tucking the chin. Really finding space between the shoulder blades. And again, inhale, rocking forwards, lift the chest. Exhale, rounding the back. A few more here, inhale, and exhale. And then coming back to that neutral seated position, spine long. Bring the hands all the way back behind the hips, fingertips facing the front, uncross the legs and plant them out in front. Feet are hip distance apart. From here, we're going to push into the hands and the feet to lift the hips up. We can keep the hips kind of low down towards the mat here, so we've almost got this M shape with our body. We're going to start to rock the hips towards the heels, finding this stretch through the wrists and the shoulders, and then rocking back. And then inhale, rock forwards, exhale, rock back. Taking a few more here. This is too sore on our wrists, we can turn the fingertips out towards the side of the mat a little bit, just taking off a little bit of that pressure. There's a few more rocks here. And then slowly bringing the hips back down. We're going to cross over at the ankles, roll over the feet, plant the hands in front. Now finding our normal tabletop position. Knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Find our cat-cow. We inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. It's that same motion, lifting the chin. Exhale, rounding the back. Looking up towards the belly button. And again, inhale, lifting the chest and the chin. Exhale, rounding the back. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And then from here, we're going to tuck the toes under. Push through the hands and the feet, lifting the hips up. Keeping a bend in the legs, finding our downward dog. Those hips are going to come up nice and high. We want to have that nice flat back, bending our legs, tucking the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Start to walk through the feet, gently opening up the backs of the legs, keeping that spine nice and long. Gradually drawing the heels down towards the mat. Inhale here, and exhale. And then bringing those feet back to that hip distance apart. We're going to inhale, rock forwards, find our high plank position. Strong core, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, we chaturanga. We shift forwards first, take the gaze towards the top of the mat. Lower the knees for this first one. Strong core as we take the elbows back halfway. No more, no, you can go less if you want to. And then we come all the way down onto the belly, untuck the toes. Inhale, gentle pressure in the hands, using our lower back to lift our chest, cobra. Exhale, lower back down, tuck the toes, finding ourselves back in our downward dog. We'll go again, we inhale, rock forwards, high plank. Strong core. Exhale, shifting forwards again, take the gaze towards the top of the mat. Lower the knee, or both knees, or maybe lifting the knees off as we lower down halfway, chaturanga. And then all the way down onto the belly, untuck the toes, inhale to our cobra, pushing the tops of the feet down into the mat. Exhale, lower back down, tuck the toes, gently taking ourselves back to our downward dog. Last one, we inhale, shift forwards, high plank. Already taking that gaze forwards, shifting forwards, lower down halfway, use your knees for support. To the belly for cobra, or flipping onto the tops of the feet, straighten the arms, making sure that those hips aren't touching down to the mat, but we're lifting our legs up, strong core. And then we find ourselves back in our downward facing dog. Walking through the feet once again. Drawing the heels down. From here, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, we step the foot through between the hands. If it just reaches down halfway, we can lower the back knee, step that foot up towards the top of the mat. From here, everyone tuck the back toes under and float the back knee up so we find this low runner's lunge. Keeping that left hand planted on the mat, we inhale, open the right arm up, finding this twist. Opening the chest nice and wide. See how far we can take that right hand back. And then as we exhale, we take that right hand and we sweep it all the way around, And it's going to give ourselves a little hug. So almost like we want to reach back towards that left foot. And then we inhale, open up once more. Exhale, giving ourselves that little hug, rounding the back. Inhale, we open up. Exhale, rounding the back. Giving ourselves that little hug. Inhale, we open last time. Exhale, we bring the hand down, frame the foot, stepping back through, straight to our downward dog. We go through the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step the foot through between the hands. Again, you might want to drop the back knee down, shimmy forwards. Once you've got that nice low runner's lunge, strong through those legs, we're going to plant the right hand and inhale, lift the left arm up and open the chest towards the ceiling. See how far we can take that left hand back, opening the chest, inhale. And then exhale, sweeping the hand all the way across, giving ourselves that little hug. Almost like we want to reach that left hand towards that back foot. We go again, inhale, open. Exhale, sweeping across. Inhale, we open. And exhale, that little hug, rounding the back. Last time we open, inhale. Exhale, bring the hand down, frame the foot, stepping straight back to our downward dog. Walking through the feet once again. And then slowly walking the feet up towards the top of the mat. Nice and slowly. The feet can be hip distance apart, little bend in the legs. Just feeling that body hang over the thighs, swaying side to side, release the neck. Let the arms be heavy. And then in your own time, rolling up to standing. Head comes up last. As we get there, we inhale, lift the arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, we forward fold back down, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, slide the hands up the shins, creating that flat back, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, planting the hands, step straight back to our high plank position, strong core. Exhale, chaturanga, shift forwards, the gaze comes forwards. Strong core as we lower down halfway, using the knees. And then inhale to our back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, taking the hips up and back, downward facing dog. We won't stay here for too long. Take a big breath in together, inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to bend the knees, look between the hands. We can step, we can walk or hop to the top of the mat. Once we get there, we inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, roll up to standing, bring the arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, bringing the palms up the chest. We go again, inhale, lift the arms. Building some heat in the body, exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, we halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. We can step or try a little hop back if you land without using your knees, bending into our chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, taking the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Again, staying here for just a one breath. Inhale together. Exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands. We can step, walk, or maybe a little hop. Inhaling, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up to standing, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the palms to the chest. Last round, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, making our way back through our vinyasa, stepping or hopping back, landing through our chaturanga. To the belly for cobra or finding upward facing dog. And then exhale, taking the hips up and back, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to keep moving. Inhale, we lift the right leg up. And as we exhale, we step the foot through between the hands. Big long stance again. You can drop the back knee, shimmy the front foot forwards. Make sure those feet are on train track position so they're a little bit separated. And then we inhale, stand up nice and tall, finding our high lunge. Bending into the front leg. That back heel is drawing back, strong through those legs. Inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to take the left hand forwards and the right hand comes behind. Finding this twist towards the right. Notice how our inner thighs start to squeeze together, twisting from the core. Inhale back up. And then from here, we're going to start to straighten that front leg, bringing the hands onto the hips. And then we hinge at the hips as we forward fold over that straight leg. We can bring the hands down if it's available. And finding our pyramid pose. We're really stretching out through the back of the leg. If you want a little bit more, you can flex that front foot, coming onto the heel and lifting the toes. Inhaling here. Exhale, we fold. And then planting that foot back down if it was lifted. Framing the front foot with the hands, stepping back through our vinyasa. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Strong core, using those triceps. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, taking it up and back. Downward facing dog. And going through the other side. We inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, we step the foot through between the hands. Setting up, having that nice strong foundation in the legs, strong through the feet. We inhale, stand up nice and tall, finding our high lunge. Bending into the front leg, the back heel drawing back, lifting the arms. Inhale here to start with. And then as we exhale, this time we take the right hand forwards, the left hand comes behind, finding this twist towards the left. Squeezing the inner thighs together, bending into those legs, opening the chest as much as we can. And then we inhale, come back up through center, starting to straighten that front leg as we bring the hands onto the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hinge at the hips to bring ourselves down. You can bring the hands down onto the ground if it's available. And we fold over that straight leg. Almost like we want to get that knee, that nose past the knee. And if you want a little bit more, you can flex that front foot, drawing the toes up. Inhaling here. And exhale. And then planting the foot back down. Planting the hands, frame the foot, stepping back through our vinyasa. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, shift forwards, chaturanga. Strong core, strong arms. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. And exhale, taking it back to our downward facing dog. From here, we're going to inhale. And as we exhale, we bend the knees, look between the hands. It's a little different. We either step or we hop through to seated. So you want to take the feet, you can cross over at the ankles. And come down onto our butt. Just a little bit of fun. You can just get yourself there. And then from here, we're going to extend the right leg out wide, straight leg, and then bringing that left knee in. The sole of the left foot comes on the inside of that right leg. From here, we're going to inhale, lift the arms up. Turning the torso over that straight leg and start to fold over that straight leg. So over that right leg. Folding down. From here, we're going to inhale, sweep the body all the way across, nice and low towards the ground. Planting the left hand behind us, behind that hip. Push through the left hand and that left knee to lift the hips up and open the chest into this modified wild thing. A little bit of a back bend. And then as we exhale, we lower the hips back down and take that big sweep all the way across back to that straight leg. As soon as we get there, we inhale, sweep it all the way back, plant the hand, lift the hips up, open the chest. And exhale, lower the hips back down, sweeping back across. We'll go one more time. Inhale. Sweeping, plant the hand, lift the hips open. And exhale, lowering back down, sweeping all the way across. We can stay reaching that left hand, either taking a hold of that right leg, or it can come across the leg, taking a hold of the outside of the foot if that's available. Inhale here, and exhale. And inhaling, rolling up. I'm going to switch the legs out, so extend the left leg out wide, and then bring that right knee, the sole of the right foot on the inside of that thigh. First of all, we inhale, lift the arms, turn the torso over that straight leg, and we fold down. Going through that flow, now on the other side, we inhale, sweep across, nice and low, plant that right hand behind us, lift the hips, open the chest. And exhale as we lower the hips down, sweeping all the way back across, folding over that straight leg. Inhale, sweeping back, lifting the hips up, open. And as we exhale, we lower the hips down, sweeping back across, folding. Last one. Inhale, coming all the way across, finding that modified wild thing, opening the chest, pushing the hips up. Exhale, lowering the hips down, sweeping all the way back, and then this time we'll stay. You can take that right hand, take a hold of that leg, or you can even cross over that leg, take a hold of the outside of the foot or the ankle. Inhale here, and exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale, slowly rolling back up. And then from here, we're going to take the legs out in front. You might want to take them out towards the front of the mat. Legs stretched out long, finding our seated forward fold. We can flex those toes, flex the feet. Inhale, lift the arms up. Find length in the spine as we exhale. Start to hinge at the hips. Try not to round our back, but puffing the chest up like it wants to come past those toes. See how far we can reach forwards, and then we can bring our hands down, taking a hold of what we can. And once we've got a hold of something, we inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And then as we exhale, we pull with those hands and draw ourselves down. You can either flex the feet or maybe point the toes, whatever feels nicer for you. You can even have a slight little bend in the legs if you just want to find more of a fold. One more breath, inhale and exhale. Slowly rolling back up. We're going to bring those feet in, planting them towards the top of the mat, toes pointing forwards, and then scooch the butt up towards those heels, and we'll roll down onto our back. Making sure you can tickle the back of the heels with our fingertips. The feet are firmly planted in the ground. We're going to inhale, push through the feet, lift the hip bones up towards the ceiling. From here, you can walk the shoulder blades underneath, puffing that chest up a little bit. Make sure those knees don't fall out wide. They're almost like squeezing an invisible ball in between the knees. You can use the backs of the arms to gently press into the ground, lifting those hips a little higher. You can even bring the hands up towards the hips or towards that lower back, finding more of a supported bridge, holding onto that lower back. Inhaling here. Stay as we exhale. And then nice and slowly release the hands if they're there. We inhale, come onto the toes. Exhale, roll down the back once more. And then tick-tock those knees side to side. Gently releasing the back. Go nice and slowly. Very slowly, drawing the knees down towards the side, twisting out through the back. And then from here, we're going to bring both of our knees into our chest. Give ourselves a little squeeze. Finding happy baby pose, which is one of my favorite poses. It's so funny. You can take the arms on the inside of the legs, take a hold of either the ankles, the feet, or if that's not quite available, you can just take a hold of the back of the knees. But if we do have a hold of what we can, we flex the feet, then start to draw those knees out wide, and then bring the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. So we've got this 90-degree angle with our legs. The knees are drawing down towards the side of the body. You can kick the feet into the hands, or you can pull the hands against the feet, drawing them down. Inhale here. And exhale, we stay. Getting a little bit into those hips. And then very slowly bringing the knees or the feet back down. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then let the legs go out long. Take the feet to the corners of the mat. Let the feet fall apart from one another. The hands can be down by the side, palms facing up. Closing our eyes as we find this final resting pose. Letting go of the breath. And just staying here for this last couple of minutes. Releasing into the ground. If you do have a little bit longer and you want to stay in Shavasana, then you can do. If you're ready to come out, we can just start to deepen the breath. And wiggle the fingers and toes. Gently bringing movement back into the body. Bring the knees back into the chest and either rolling over onto your side, or you can roll straight up to a seated position. Back to that cross-legged position we found at the beginning of the class. And then we'll bring the palms together. Take a big inhale and exhale. Namaste.